In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to use the Python programming language to solve some Caesar encoded messages to make a Caesar Cipher decoder. And we're going to do this by logging into Replit and working with some code there. So as you can see, I've already logged into Replit, and I am now going to go to the S1 January 21 Python classes. If I go to the assignments, you'll see that there are a number of assignments already published. You should have worked on the first already. You'll work with your teacher on debugging some Python code, but I'm going to look at number 2, Caesar Cipher Cracker. When I load this up, it'll be slightly different for you. You'll go straight into the assignment, but I need to edit that because I am a teacher, and I'm going to go to Student Preview. So when you load up, this is what you should see. Now, there are some instructions in the grey window. So remember, in the white window is where you work with your code. The grey window is the instructions you have to follow. And the black window is where you'll see the results when you run your code clicking on the Run button. So the first thing is, the rules are you can change the ciphertext, but it must be inside the 3 sets of speech marks. Don't change any of the code or you'll break how it works. And you'll need to change the Caesar shift string in order to brute force the answer. What do we mean by that? Well, I'm going to change this message so that I don't give away the answer to this exercise. So I'm going to paste a message in there. I'm just going to press enter there so that it appears on one line. So you can see that this different message has got 3 speech marks at the start and 3 speech marks at the end. So that means that it's a self-contained coded message. Up at the top, I have the normal alphabet, A to Z, and some extra punctuation in case that appears. So for example, the /n is for where I press the enter key at the end of this line. And there may be full stops or commas in some of the messages that you have. So in addition to this, we also have a Caesar alphabet, and the Caesar alphabet has been shifted by 1. This means that instead of starting at A and going to Z, it starts at B, goes up to Z, and goes back to A again. The code here starts off with an empty decoded message, and then it goes through your cipher text. In other words, this string here, it goes through this 1 character at a time. It finds a letter D, and it locates it in the Caesar alphabet, and then it adds on the equivalent letter that's directly above it from the normal alphabet. So it would add C onto the message. It does that 1 letter at a time. So if I click on Run, you will see that there's the C that it started with, and then it's done the same for all the other letters. Find them in the Caesar alphabet, match them up to the standard alphabet. And obviously I've got gibberish here, so I haven't actually broken the code. So if I follow the instructions, press Run and see what you get. Okay, I've got something that's gibberish. If the answer is not correct, we need to move the shift, highlight the letter B, drag it to the end of the alphabet so that we now start C up to Z and then AB. Click on Run and see if you've got some sensible code. And again, this is just gibberish. So I will continue. I will highlight the letter C. I will drag it along to the end of the alphabet. I will click on Run. And this time I have cracked the code. A brute force attack tries out every possible version of the alphabet until you find one that works. So I have actually cracked the code by finding that I wanted to start my Caesar alphabet at D rather than at A. You should do the same with the original message that was supplied. If I click on Submit here, it will tell me I've got it wrong because I changed this message. But hopefully you will find the actual message required and you will then be able to submit your correct version. That is how we perform a brute force attack using a Caesar cipher.